Hello, everybody. My name is Screamin' Gators, and today Oh, yeah, also, I'm Screamin' Gators now instead of Papuli Gaming. I'm going to do a rebrand to line more with my presence on other sites like Newgrounds or whatever. You know, I think Screamin' Gators at this point is a much better username than Papuli Gaming. Today I'm going to possibly start a brand new series where I talk mainly like mental health, kind of life advice, Like, so, the subject that interests me now, and I would like to discuss with you, is victory and defeat, and kind of our philosophy around those two. So, with to start with victory, a lot of people kind of take winning as, oh, I've reached the peak. There's no way I can get better than this, or they use it as like a result, well, as an excuse to be egotistical and be like, how could I have made a mistake? I won though, right? I'm the best. I don't need to be better. I can't be better than that. No being better than the best, right? Well, I personally believe that there's almost, if not always, like flat out always, an opportunity to get better at something. Well, I say that because I believe that uh, perfection doesn't really exist at all. I'm genuine when I say this. Like perfection, like being perfect implies there's a limit to how good someone can be at a thing. Because I believe if someone is capable and they're willing to do something, that they can be as good at it as they want to. They can be like, they can keep getting better at it and better and better and better. There's no limit, you know? You can always be a better like artist or a better cook or a better whatever. Like you can be a better student, yeah. Um, but I would also like to say that just because there's technically no limit to how good you can be at something, as if you apply yourself, I would also like to emphasize that it depends, honestly. Like sometimes you really aren't able to apply yourself to something because that thing might not work out so well for you. Like I do think it would be inconsiderate or inappropriate to tell someone like on whose entire lower body is disabled, like they can't really move their legs, to try climbing upstairs without like tools or like a chair or something, because like they realistically really can't ever climb up stairs like that again, unless there's like some therapy to like help fix that maybe. But for a lot of cases, then like yeah, they can't do that, but is that really a problem at that point? I would say not really, because I feel like with everyone there are things that we can and cannot do. No one can really just do anything. I mean, look at like college again, academics example, returning to that. Well, a lot of students really go into college or whatever with or school, think a lot of them just try like the first thing and think they'll just get it right away, their first major. And while for some people that they might find out that works for them and they pass with that, others they might not like it so much. There are a lot of people who change majors in the middle of their academic lives, and I'm one of them. I used to major in engineering in college, but after several failed semesters in a row, I decided to pivot to English and writing, and I decided that that was a much better path forward for me as a person, because I'm very creative, I'm very like bright, I constantly imagine things, and I want to put my imagination to practice into something that can really do things, like whether it be financially supporting myself or inspiring people. Anyways, like, like if you feel genuinely like you can't do something, then that's okay. Honestly, like if I mean, even for something as simple as video games, I would like to describe my experience there as well. If you're like repeatedly trying to beat a really hard mode, a really hard difficulty, a really hard boss fight, and you just keep going at it over and over and over again, then sometimes then like if you feel like you're getting really frustrated, you might want to step back a bit or take a break. Or maybe like if you genuinely don't feel like you could do that thing, like if you can't beat that thing, then you don't really have to keep pursuing that. Like if you feel like you can't, then that's fine. There's no shame in not being able to beat something or do something, really. It's I think that another part of the beauty of people is that no one can necessarily do everything. We're all varied in terms of what we can do and what we're capable of. And that's part of what makes us special as well. Like, I think almost everyone, well, if not outright everyone, has something, at least one thing they're really, really good at, you know? I wish, we could live in a world where everyone, like absolutely everyone, has infinite or as much opportunity as they want to apply themselves and keep getting better and keep making and doing incredible things, you know? But the world as we live in right now doesn't necessarily work that way, sadly. I mean, with the advent of things like, you know, generative AI and just and gross. Like, a lot of my fellow college students, they may fear for their futures because they fear that no matter what they can do, some bigwig at a mega corporation is gonna be like, nah, AI can do this better. I'm gonna just install that instead. I'm gonna cut your job. And to that I say, like, maybe you don't really need the big boss, really. Like, a lot of people in the AAA video game industry, or just the video games in general, a lot of young, like, talented, upcoming programmers, they would outright leave the industry. Or, like, people who want to join video games or want to make video games, they don't even bother with, like, joining a big game studio like Activision or like EA or Sony or Microsoft, you know, all the big guys, Nintendo, whatever. They make their own companies, just like collaborations between talented people, without the rich asshole managing them and deciding their fates, you know? And I feel like what I'm trying to say is, like, no matter what, like, if you really want to do something in life, you're genuinely passionate about it, and you're confident you could do it, then I think there's always going to be room to express that talent in a way that can financially support yourself. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this talk I had today, and I will see you all next time. Whenever that is, whenever I decide to record another one of these. I hope this series takes off decently. I genuinely would like to talk to people about this stuff. I think my advice can be helpful. Alright, see y'all. Heading back to the swamp.